Button.
Hello everyone to Stormfront. I am your host, Bugboy1014. I'm joined by more friends than last time. Say hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
I am joined by Clocksworth, Cathanglis, Shad, Ral Darkstar, and Brakenchild. Unfortunately, Cathanglis' mic is not working right now, so they will have to talk in depth. And Ral Darkstar is also muted.
Not that. Sorry, I was pressing the do not disturb and instead I clicked the mute button. That was not the right button.
That's not the right button. Last time, we had a lot of shenanigans going on. Oh, okay.
My bad.
Yeah, Clocksworth, would you like to catch everyone who wasn't there up to speed on what the hell happened last time?
Oh god. I don't remember the full session because it was just a mess of reactions to it, but...
To mention me.
Oh, you were there. I didn't even notice.
I've been here the whole time.
You were here since I started the stream, yes, and also I didn't mention you because you said you weren't going to be here.
I'm here, aren't I?
Okay, well, you're also here. Anyway, continue, Clocksworth.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. So, before last session, in the between times, I made my character try to over-prepare for the... Well, I made my character try to prepare very hard. It ended up being over-preparation due to basically me as a player forgetting how the hell concentration worked and that it would roll before the reaction that I needed to take to do another thing.
One thing led to another. Clocksworth pushed his luck and killed himself in his preparations by sacrificing too much HP to the Yorick Mask. Sorry, go ahead.
And I stole all of his stuff.
If after you found his body, because Cathanglis, you missed it. Clocksworth killed himself in prep by doing final sacrifice too many times with Sorcerer. However, he also triggered wild magic during it because of Mizium and managed to turn himself into a ghost as a result. Then people found his body. Shad looted his body while everyone else was crying. Shad was like, "Ooh, free stuff."
Ooh, free stuff. Ooh, Mizium. This is very valuable. I'll just take it. Yoink.
Yeah. And then Clocksworth had the idea of, wait, didn't I have resurrection powder on me? And so
reincarnation dust.
Resurrection dust.
The reincarnation dust I wanted to use on the random dead civilians that got their head exploded came into use to me afterwards.
Right, and then they used it on him, and then he became, because reincarnation happened, so he got brought back, but then brought back in a random new body, because that's how reincarnation works. So, now he's back as a tiny little tiefling person.
Because Bug put Tasha's custom lineage in it, thinking there's no way that's going to be the result, and it ended up being the result.
I picked 3 possible options and then gave them vague clues as to what they are, and they chose Tasha's custom lineage. And so I went, okay, Sorter, it's up to you what you look like, because I had no preference or idea what they would look like. So and I went to do a lunch break, came back, and you decided to be a tiefling when I came back.
I wanted to be small size. Then I was like, I'm not going to be able to use most of my stuff. And then Shadow was like, what stuff? I took most of it.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, fuck it, I can be small this time.
Yeah, and then you became a small tiefling that we still don't know the gender on yet, by the way. We presume it's a guy, but we don't know. It could have switched genders. No one's checked.
No one has checked.
Oh my.
Well, Clocksworth is the type of character that wouldn't pay attention to that stuff anyway.
Right, but I feel I would notice it when I eventually try to pee, but it's not something that we usually describe in D&D sessions.
Fair enough. But yeah, it hasn't been brought up yet, so we don't know. Either way, I'm going to still keep calling him a he until we know. So yeah, shenanigans happened. All of this happened while Cathangus is gone. Cathangus is technically still gone. But because Fox Warrior will be controlling their constructs in it. So Edward and the other one, I forget. Is it just Edward? I think it's just Edward at this point. Do you have a second construct that you made? Because I know, like, you don't have the Phantom, but, like, do you have another one besides Edward? Or is it just Edward? I forget. No, it's not cheap.
It's an old myth.
Well, I happened to look for the answer, and I just saw that there was cheese in Roll 20. I was like, wait, no, the construct is not cheese. I know that's not what that was answering, probably. I'm just goofing. Anyway, so shenanigans happened. Everyone was crowding around this new tiny Clocksworth. Clocksworth kept trying to get his halberd back from Shad.
Yeah, because I'm like, I want the one weapon I've learned is good. Let me use it.
Right. And then, between camera, from then to now, we found out that he got a feat. So we started working on that off camera, and we're not going to reveal what that is yet. That they gained. But
Tasha's custom lineage gives you a feat.
Yeah, Tasha's custom lineage gives you a feat. And now the Clocksworth can hide on me from his size. Yeah. Well, technically you could do that before, because you're a large creature, but yeah. Dread also notably gave Clocksworth his spare hoodie, which is notable because that's a hoodie that Zelkarai made, and Dread's hoodie is really powerful.
Yeah.
So now he's just wearing like a black hoodie that looks like Dread's, because it's Dread's spare hoodie. Anyway.
Yeah, and funnily enough, I realized that I'm smaller than Dread and I'm smaller than Ragna.
So it's a little baggy on you. It's like a little big for you. Child, you actually have someone smaller than you now.
I know. Look at that.
Yeah. Finally, you can look down on someone.
Yeah, we joked the moment. Yeah, we joked the moment I saw Ragnar that it was like, well, this is new.
Yeah. I also like how you became smaller, but your light drake is the same size. Now, like, your light drake is the size of your head instead of just being half the size of your head. Okay. So, anyway, with everyone caught up on everything, I believe you guys were all just shuffling around trying... wait, would it not be a giant cat when I wild shape? No, you would wild shape into a regular cat.
Unless giant cat is a creature type you are allowed to pick.
Right.
That's a different creature.
Yeah, that's a different creature. When you wild shape into a creature, you wild shape into the creature at its size. You don't wild shape into a creature at your size. That's not how that works.
Whether you or Ragnar polymorph into a cat, if you both polymorph into the same species of cat, you will be the same size.
Yes. That is correct. Okay. So, you all were, I believe, starting to prepare to go because you had finally gotten equipment and stuff and were starting to head. I don't remember when we ended the last session. What did we end on?
Fuck.
I know it was a bunch of talking. Like, had we started to head out of the ship yet, or was that not?
I think we were about to, but then you forgot to do Dread, and then some people started to have to leave, so you just called off the session right after Dread gave me the hoodie.
Yeah. That's true, Cathangless. Your Fey Dragon and your Gazer would be there, as well as the little mouse dude, if you want that to be there.
The little mouse dude. Well, you'll have to convince him to come into the delirium-infested team with us, which I don't think is going to be an easy task.
To be fair, one, he's a hero that likes to save people, and two, he's an NPC. I can just give him to the player character to control.
You don't pay for stuff, so you don't care. It's open. It's open. It's not
I
open.
can look in the background.
Yeah. It's fine. Now Cathangless say you can leave. Okay, fair enough. So, okay. So, does everyone head towards the deck of the ship? Or are you going to still talk to Clocksworth? What is everyone planning on doing?
I know I'm done.
Depresso and just pay attention. not asking you to do it. Inside, where to go?
What is that siren thing that I keep hearing? Or maybe it's a phone vibrating?
Phone.
Right.
All I'm saying is, no, I'm not that.
Okay, what's everyone doing?
Oh,
Dad is going onto the deck. Wild Darkstar is waiting on the deck. What is everyone else doing?
I probably try to give one order, just simple, to test if I can even command the summoned creatures still.
You give them an order and roll me an animal handling check.
An animal handling check to handle a celestial spirit and dryads. Okay.
Don't question me. Okay, they will reasonably listen to you. They recognize you as their old summoner.
Okay, well, I'm glad I entered in DM mode because we never gave me the permission in player mode to get access to the 2 stat blocks. So I was like, yeah, just in case I'm going to enter it.
Fair enough. Okay, so you're all. I assume now you're heading to the deck. Ragnchild, what do you do?
With the 5 summons, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm on the deck. I'm waiting for everybody else to come up. I'm just kind of like, sort of in this meditative state. Preparing myself for our to go into
Communing
this.
with nature spirit?
Yes.
Nature spirits are telling you, go purify that place.
Just
Yep.
go. What are you waiting for?
I'm like, I'm waiting for all my companions.
You hear someone distantly singing, "How could this happen to me?" Some of the trees are singing that in the distance.
Oh my gosh.
Edward can help. Yes, Edward can help. Doesn't Edward have... Oh yeah, Edward can definitely help. I forgot, because he is an Aetherium Golem. I forgot about that. It's fun. Anyway. So, do you all try to make it off the ship? And do you look for anyone else to help you, or to try and bring along? Harold and Gerald are willing to help, and they are following you.
Okay.
Is there any other NPCs you'd like to try and recruit before you head towards this spire-looking thing?
Is Shad still with it? I mean, not Shad, Shadow.
What was that?
Is Shadow still with us?
Oh, Shadow the Dragon Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah, Shadow the Dragon Hunter is with you, and he will be joining you for this as well.
Ooh.
Sweet.
I actually forgot completely about Shadow. Thanks for reminding me. He's been staying out of the shenanigans for the most part.
I mean, yeah, just like Zokor, I probably could tell with the chlorophyte whatever the hell was happening there, but
Right.
he
Shadow's
didn't
probably
have to show
just been sitting in his room doing crunches all day or something. He likes to exercise.
Most likely.
He was training to increase 1 stat by 1 when we were all
Probably.
dealing with that.
He
nonsense.
spends almost all of his time training his body because that's what he was drilled to do his entire life as a dragon hunter. So, thoughts of what I imagine. They imagine Clocksworth being tackle hugged by his light drake.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyone else you'd like to try and recruit, or are you gonna go in with that ramshackle band?
As weird as it is, I might go in the opposite direction. Question if the Light Drake really wants to go in there.
If you do not want the light drake to go in, it won't go in, but it just looks at you and basically gives you the indication of, I will go wherever you tell me to.
Okay. I think the Light Drake can talk, by the way.
Yes, it's just not talking right now.
Okay.
So, it will go where you command it. Where do you want it to go? Do you want it to come with you? Do you want it to stay behind? Do you want to contact Baradros and ask him about it? Like, what do you want to do?
I actually don't know what ability allows me to do that, if there is one.
Your faith. I don't know. You can talk to your god. That's not something hard to do. Because all you need to do is give a small prayer to your god and ask them a question, and if they're willing, they'll answer you. If not, they just won't give you. They just will stay silent. It's only if you use like a spell where they're forced to answer you, but if you ask them questions, they can answer if they feel like it. They're not compelled to do it like with the commune spell or something.
No, the commune spell is the notice me button.
Yeah, notice me, senpai.
Notice me, senpai.
Meanwhile, Nibbles, all of you see a small little beholder just floating around, chewing on things.
Oh, he got out of the bag. That thing got out of the bag. Not the bag, the bag. Bleh.
Cathanglus placed them down on the deck somewhere, if I remember correctly. By the way, Nibbles is here.
Fufu. I don't know who Fufu is. And the remaining NPC, is there any NPC I'm thinking of? Well, I'm thinking of one, but I'm not going that route.
Idea of who that was. Bogey said you can probably Fox is nearby.
I just remembered the one random awakened fox from Jaden, and I'm like, yeah, that's like Jaden's character. He's not in the campaign for like 6 months. I'm not going to try to do anything with that character. Because that sounds like a bit weird to try to think of at the last minute like that.
Apologies. Anyway, while you're going, yes, tries bulking. What do you mean bonking? What's bulking? Bonking. There we go. Fair enough. Okay, were you trying to bonk? Also, yes, I think everyone's a symbol on deck. The only one I will mention is, does anyone try to get Kai, the ship captain, to help? Or do they leave him behind with the ship to guard the ship?
I'd say let brother be.
Okay. If you go looking for your brother, he is currently passed out in the infirmary.
Oh crap! Thanks for mentioning the infirmary. Who the hell is going to manage it if we're all going there? Oof.
To be fair, there isn't really that many people that are needing medical attention right now in there. Most of the people in there are either unconscious and recovering or are healed, because most of the people that weren't healed are dead at this point.
Yeah. We completely didn't think of it when we all went to sleep at the same time.
Right, so a good amount of the ones that need medical attention died because they didn't have anyone tending to them.
Oops. Fuck.
Whoops, that's what happens. Both of your doctors and neglect their patients.
Yeah. Oof.
It's okay. No, I feel like Edward Fufu and Nibbles concentrate on things. True, fair enough. Okay, so why was I about to say you're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz?
I have no clue where you got that idea from.
I was about to say you're off to go to the spire, but that translated in my head of you're off to the wizard.
I see.
Anyway, do you hop off the ship, fly off the ship? There is a ladder that you can climb down, though hopping off would be funnier. Yeah, the ship is about...
I'm just gonna hop off.
Where you are, you're about 40 feet above the ground.
I mean, I can just feather fall with it.
Sure. Feather fall. And if you can fly, then you can fly.
Yeah. Also, I need to delete this link yesterday off my character sheet before I think I actually can cast it.
Anywho. What is sleep and flight? Fair. Ready to head to the building. So.
Did we take Nibbles or no? I am not sure about this.
I mean, it's whether or not
I don't-
Catangless wants Nibbles to come along or not. That's entirely up to them. I know Edward's coming, but like... Apologies, Karen is DMing me.
Okay.
Okay. Edward is watching Nibbles and Fufu. Yes. Okay, fair enough. So Nibbles and Fufu are coming along because Edward's coming along and he is forcing them. The beholder, the little fey dragon, and the swirling gaseous Edward. Because if you guys don't know what Edward currently looks like, he is a majestic.
He is a majestic?
Yeah. He is something known as a Mana Storm Golem right now, and I want to send a picture of that.
Ew.
Child, I'm not sure if you've seen this. I posted
Yeah.
in D&D 5e official sessions text chat.
Oh.
Also posted in D&D general chat too.
Oh, you know what? Yep, I'm looking at the wrong chat. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Cool.
That's what Edward looks like currently. He is made out
Whoa.
of pure gaseous magic.
He's beautiful.
Right? As I say, he looks fucking fabulous right now.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Sorry if I'm cursing a lot. I've noticed I've been cursing more often. Good away.
It's alright.
Anywho. So, yes, you are making your way towards there. It will be about... The entrance is about 100 feet away, because you guys landed about 100 feet outside the actual spire. As you walk closer to it, you start to notice... As you walk closer to the entrance to this place, which, if all of you can take a look at the map, is... Or just the very bottom of the map. It's like triangular door thing that is about 30, 40 feet tall. It's kind of hard to tell. A massive door. Massive triangular door. And it's seemingly the only entrance into this place. This place is covered in delirium and void steel, and it has a very foreboding presence to it, but you feel a drive inside of you, Ragnchild, to go in and purify. From the forest spirits.
Yes. Yes.
As everyone approaches it, for everyone who gets within 30 feet of it, I would like all of you to give me a wisdom save. Unless you're immune to delirium, in which you don't have to. So, Ragnchild, Ragnchild and Edward don't need to.
Like, what's going on? You guys look a little pained.
Actually, Ragnchild, you need to, but you have advantage on this.
Oh no! Okay.
So you get to make this wisdom save with advantage. Everyone else, though,
Oh.
right normal.
Oh crap! Yeah, I should have had blessed ready. Oops.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, what did you say, Starter?
I was like, oh crap! I should have had blessed ready. Oh wait, other people had blessed ready, so I guess it's fine.
I rolled. I
Go ahead and make
didn't roll
bless ready. You don't need to declare that you did bless to do bless.
I clicked the wisdom check, not the wisdom save. Oops.
Yeah, wisdom save, not wisdom check. Okay. So, everyone who got a 15 or higher, which is everyone other than Brow Darkstar, you're fine. Brow Darkstar, you start to feel something odd. It almost looks like the black parts of the spire are like they're flowing like a liquid. No one else sees this. Only Brow Darkstar.
I need to ask a dumb question because I rarely touched the NPC sheets before. How do I add bless to an NPC sheet?
You don't.
Okay.
You do it manually.
Okay.
Yeah, the NPC sheets are a lot more clunky in that way. Yeah.
I forgot to say who was rolling, but sure. Yeah, it was a celestial spirit. I think it has different wisdom than the dryads.
Yep.
Anyways.
Rattle Darkstar is backing away currently from the spire. Everyone else, you're fine, but seemingly backing away. And he seems to be freaked out about something.
Okay, give me a sec that I...
How does everyone react to this?
Hey, wait, where are you going? You're like the biggest one of us. Where are you going?
Yeah, the dragon is backing away, I'll point out. Oh. Two of the dryads are as well. In fact, those dryads are clutching their heads right now.
Wow.
In pain. They have headaches. Well, Darkster's back.
I love how back to back I got highest on both rolls twice, and then I got double ones. How did I use 20 and 4 twice on 3 rolls? Good God. Oh, I need to ask the dumb question. Is it a magical effect? Because I just remember
Yes.
Dryads had magic resistance. Okay, so I guess the first 2 ones passed because that's...
Yes.
Because... Okay, so 1, 2... Okay, that one passed. 1, 2... That one passed as well. Okay, so just rattle.
Right. So, notably, Wild Darkstar, it's not the fire, it's the black material of the thing itself is seemingly flowing and moving. Wild Darkstar, in an unsettling way. For everyone else, though, it looks normal. Does anyone, stay behind for Rattle, or do they keep approaching the spire?
I would be curious to try and figure out what's going on, because I don't see it. Oh, maybe. Oh god. I just had my character is going in the wrong direction for hypothesis moment.
Right. Additionally,
what a
since
ley line
President 1 nearby, there's a passive adword due to the scholar class. Okay, are you using that ability? Well, yeah, but there's no ley lines nearby, so why are you bringing that up? The only ley lines are coming from the Aetherium crystals in your chest. No, it's fine. Thank you for bringing it up, but, there is no ley lines nearby. Don't worry. Okay, so do people stay behind for Rattle, or do they leave him behind? Is ultimately the question.
I'm going.
Okay. That's going. I forgot. I need to make saves for the NPCs.
Right, Harold and Gerald, at least. I forgot.
Harold, Gerald, and Shadow.
Shadow.
I should have access to Shadow. Thing. Give me a sec.
If you want to roll, you can, but I was about to get their thing to roll. And here's... Oh, Gerald failed. Harold passed. So, Gerald is just kind of standing there, shocked, staring at it as he sees the entire spire begin to open for him. Like, is it supposed to be glowing purple? That's what Gerald says.
Harold is probably the first one to answer because he's probably right beside him.
Everyone heard it. Everyone can answer.
Yeah. Wait.
We're not going so fast that sound travel is
Right.
a worry.
What do you mean it's glowing?
Bro, are you okay? That entire thing is glowing. I have a headache. It starts clutching his head.
Oh, God.
I think I'm starting to feel nauseous.
Oh no.
So Gerald started to back away. The stranger things happened. Mainly, I was near my creator thinking, see a fire that is black. Yeah. Ugh.
The black fire is what? The black fire is particularly dangerous to you, Rattle?
Question.
Because I mean, goodness, I never saw black fire, and I never saw like how it interacts with people, so I wouldn't know.
Place fix as indeed. Shadow just looks at all of you and says, "Some of you have been in the Void Ocean before. Does any of this really surprise any of you?" That was Shadow's
Not
direction.
really.
I mean, a bit. I never went there, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But fair enough. I'd say fair enough to add a word.
Yep. Well, I'm going in. If none of you are going to follow, that's fine. Dad, come on. And then Shadow just walks in. Well, he walks up to the front door and just looks at it. The front door, by the way, seems to be a giant black slab of some sort of black steel, which some of you are able to identify as void steel. A giant black door of void steel.
So do we just like knock, or is there like
This thing.
a
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll finish.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's all right.
I was going to mention Cathanglus, in case you didn't know, this giant building that was growing out of the former crater was described as being made entirely out of void steel and delirium. The entire thing. So, yeah. Sarah says, "Okay, can I physically bust the door down then?" Okay, Chad, you heard him. You want to take a crack at it first, or should I? He's looking at Chad when he says that, by the way.
Sorry, what?
Shadow is asking if you want to take a crack at busting the door down physically first, or let him. Because he wants to just bash the door down. Okay.
Actually, how about this? We both do it together.
Okay. So both of you do it together. Both of you give me a strength check, and I'll give you both advantage. By both of you, I mean both Chad and Shadow. Sure. 25 is good. And what is Chad's? 19. Okay.
19.
Those combined together, you manage to not bash the door down, but you manage to push it open. And it opens with a very loud creak and groaning noise as foul winds start rushing out of the building, as if there was like a pressure seal on the inside. Who here needs to breathe?
I do.
Everyone who needs to
Everyone's-
breathe, give me either a dexterity save to dodge the wind or a constitution save to endure the wind.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Shad and Shadow, you're behind the door currently, so you're not subjected to this, because it's rushing past you.
Oh.
Yeah. You two, okay. Wild Arkstar, if you need to breathe, then yes, you need to roll.
Okay.
You are within its range.
I'm going to ask again, magical effect or no?
Then you have Cathinglis. Cathinglis doesn't need to breathe at all.
Catenglis, the character is not here.
Right. Edward
know,
does not
making a
need to
second
breathe at
comment.
all.
Is it
Okay.
a magical?
Go ahead.
Is it a magical effect? I feel I'm going to ask you way too often now.
Just assume yes, unless I say otherwise.
Okay.
Because this entire place reeks of magic, so it's safe to assume it almost always is. I am looking for 15, by the way. 15.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can I use self-resistance?
You would have had to use it before the save.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair though, you rolled high enough because I believe you rolled exactly 15. Yeah, you rolled exactly 15. Beats it.
Nice. Yay.
Everyone who got below 15, you are now poisoned and gain 1 level of delirium corruption. As you just breathed in gaseous delirium.
2. Okay. Third one. Yes. Fourth one. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so who all failed?
I know my celestial spirit did. I need to go grab a piece of paper to keep track of all of this.
Yes. Celestial Spirit did, Fufu did, Rao Darkstar failed.
Did he even approach? He was backing off. Is he even in range of the wind?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I was making sure.
It rushed out with high Bug would not be advantage on dragon. No, you would not get advantage of being. Well, actually, wait. Dragons have magic resistance. Yes, you would have advantage because you have magic resistance. Yeah.
Gerald and Harold, did they make their saves?
Right. Let me do their save. Thankfully, con is one of their best stats.
Yeah.
I'll just roll Gerald twice because they have the same con. They both fail. Fufu has advantage, so I rolled again. Okay.
Oh, whoops! I used the wrong stat. Okay,
Where's
yeah,
the second
so-
roll for Fufu? I haven't seen. Because all I see for Fufu is the 5. So I would not be scared by the fire and the poison. You would still be scared by the fire, but you are not affected by the poison. Passed. Only nipples passed. I accidentally rolled as nipple. Fair enough. So, Fufu. Okay, so for everyone who's so Fufu and who else? The Celestial Spirit and Harold and Gerald. All of them get subjected to delirium poisoning, meaning they now have the poison condition and 1 level of corruption, which means I will now roll a d. I think it's 20. Check. Possible mutation roll. Oh yeah, that would be in homebrew spray. True. Contamination. I can't access those rules. Okay, never mind. I can't access those right now. Uh-oh. I'll fix that after the... So, roll 1d20 for each of them. So, first one. That's a pass. Second one. Pass. Third one. That's also a pass.
Match.
Okay. Wait, there's supposed to be d6 as crap. Hold on. I did the wrong rolls. Okay, that's a fail. pass. And that's a pass. So, Fufu got a mutation. Not Fufu, sorry, Nibbles got a mutation. Nibbles the Beholder has started to turn... You notice that they're growing some extra eye stalks, except now they're not coming out of the top. They're coming out of every part of their body now. They have a bunch of extra limbs and appendages from a bunch of extra eye stalks.
Okay, that's weird.
They have advantage on perception checks.
Wait, I thought this was supposed to be a bad thing.
Mutations can be a good thing. They are sometimes good things, sometimes bad things. In this case, it's a good thing. Don't get too much. Guys, please be careful. Yeah. So you start to see this wind come out, and then a few people get infected, and then like the beholder starts growing extra eye stalks, and then like, well, do you want to go in?
Jeez, that's a start.
You haven't even entered the building yet. And Ragnarchild, all of this reeks of corruption. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is what we're going up against, boys.
No, Ragnarchild, you have noticed that there's seemingly like a small barrier around you, like a light blue barrier that's blocking all this from affecting you.
Oh.
And you feel it's emanating from your chest, so it's probably the Ethereum affecting you.
Oh. Look at that built-in shield against the corruption. Perfect.
Yeah, so you are largely immune to this. Does not mean that your companions are, but you are. And remember the words that you heard of trying to seek out a certain person, but you can't quite remember what the name was again.
What was that? We're supposed to find that name.
Was it?
Neow.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was like that cat. I think it was like that cat sound, meow, right?
Yeah. Maybe we
Spelled
should
with
find
N.
that. I don't know where they are though. Have
I
any
know. I know. I just like the idea of slaughtering the name a bit because we don't fully remember.
Shadow sees you two talking to yourselves and shrugs and says, "Whatever, I'm going in." And he just walks in.
Oh,
Rattle, are you just going to stay there, or?
Edward floats in along with the Beholder and the other one.
I walk in after Shadow.
Okay. Yes, you walk in after yourself. Royal Darkstar, do you want to stay behind?
Yeah, he's typing.
And Ragnchild, do you follow you and Clockworth going?
yes.
Good luck, and yeah, I can't enter because of the dark ether. Royal Darkstar will stay behind.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. We're already splitting the party.
Alright. Royal Darkstar can go back to the ship, that's okay. Or he can try to find some way to get in that doesn't rely on him being near those crystals. To be fair, it wasn't the crystals that was bothering you, Royal Darkstar. It was the steel itself. Like, the crystals seemingly didn't affect you. It was the actual metal. Nibbles only speaks in mez. Okay. When you enter, I would... Ragnchild, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Okay, let's see here. Cool. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I'm on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Go to. The...
Also, everyone else, you heard about the Dark Ether from Royal Darkstar. He mentioned it.
Look at that.
Ooh.
100.
Nice! You rolled a 100.
Amazing.
So, you enter a large chamber, and by large, I mean this is probably a 50, 60-ish feet circle chamber. Like, it's one big chamber that seems to be the entirety of the Imperial Spire. But it's like a big room with, like, low ceilings, like it's big round. But you notice two strange things as you walk in. You notice three strange things actually as you walk in. One, there's three staircases going up, and the one staircase going down, which you recognize as the same one that you guys went down before when you went to the Dwarven dungeon. The second thing you notice is some sort of woman laying on the ground unconscious. You assume it's a woman. She's wearing purple clothing. And then the third thing you notice is a large, delirium-infested whale filling up most of the room. There's just a whale sitting there with 6 eyes.
How was it the third thing we noticed?
Because I imagine the Dragon Child was looking off to her left and saw, oh hey, there's a staircase. There's a woman. Turned to her right. It's like, oh god, it's just this giant whale.
Oh my god, it's a whale.
Yes, there is a giant whale there.
Oh wow.
Oh well.
Does anyone react or say anything before I continue?
Oh jeez, that's
Whale?
big.
That's awkward.
The whale speaks and says, what? I haven't actually thought about this. I am Neow.
Neow, we've been looking for you.
And you notice that when it's talking, it's not really moving its mouth. It seems to be speaking through some sort of telepathy. Which notably does mean for people like Clocksworth, you can't hear them unless you let them talk to you because of your furry mask, right?
I think that's how we made it work. I forgot.
Right, so for them, they hear it, but for you, you hear someone knocking on your mind trying to talk to you.
I guess I would let it. I am a bit confused and worried at the same time. I don't know which one I'd go with. But I guess maybe I wouldn't go off the first one, but after Ragnarchild's answer, I feel I would. Maybe I didn't hear the first message, but after Ragnar's response, I would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I should allow it."
But are you not all the mask story because the void curse opened? Because Darkstar, he brought his mask to Zokarai, and Zokarai was able to, after about 2 weeks of work, retrofit it to work with regular chlorophyte instead of delirium. So now it's working with regular chlorophyte.
Yeah, he did it with his own, and I was like, "What? How is this? What?"
Yeah. Zokarai managed to convert his own mask to working off of regular chlorophyte, and Clocksworth asked how it's done, and he said, "I can do it for you for a small charge." And so he did it for you. And then he never actually bothered to get the charge from you either. He said he would charge you money, and then he never bothered to collect the money.
I mean, to be fair, well, no, actually, I'm out of money. Shad took it home.
Right.
I was about to say he can just go in my room and take it, and I'm like, no, it was on me, and Shad took all of it that was on me.
Neow responds and says, "Yes, I summoned you. I heard from the spirits that wished help with the place. I am always seeking adventurers to help ascend the spire. That woman
Neow.
there is one such adventurer under my employ. Don't know who they're talking about, but you can guess it's probably whoever the purple girl is.
Oh.
Who is still unconscious on the floor, by the way.
Does she need some help, or what's going on?
If you wish to aid her, you can. will awaken soon enough on her own. I have some limited power over this. Provided you go up and not down, if you would perish in the upper levels, I can resurrect you back down here for a small price.
Oh,
So, do not worry about falling in battle up there.
Here's my
Come
question.
back and try again.
What's that price?
Well, now I'm worried because I'm kind of low on gold because of a certain someone.
My price is not monetary. Do not worry.
oh.
Well, now I have to know. I ain't going anywhere unless I know what the price is.
Neow just stares at you blank. To give you guys an
you want
idea
me
of
to
the
do-
size of Neow, by the way, it's probably about like a 60 to 70 feet wide whale. You don't know how far long because you can't see the end of it. But it's filling the chamber in terms of size.
Wow.
It's also covered in delirium crystals. They seem to be embedded in the creature. But it's surprisingly sapient and able to talk, unlike most delirium-infested creatures.
So, yeah, what is your price? Because I will not work for you if I do not know what I'm being charged for resurrection.
You would never have to pay it if you do not die.
Yes, but in case it does happen, what is the price?
If you do not trust me, you do not have to adventure it. So, there are great
I'm not saying I
wishes
don't
to
trust
be
you.
found, mister.
See, now you're spending words. That's not something you want to do. I never said I didn't trust you. It's the price of being resurrected that I don't trust.
You can tell
It's
Neow
not
is
monetary.
dodging the actually explaining what the price is. No, they're dodging that, not what to talk about. They are refusing to answer your question. Right.
Boops, yeah. Boops, yeah. Edward tries to boop Nia.
Edward, the whale allows you to boop them. Though you feel that when you do, it partially melts their skin because of how you interact with delirium. So, you're melting part of them.
Please talk.
Oh my god, what have you done? Oh,
I
think she was speaking of Edward to the whale.
yeah.
Like she sees this and is like, what is this?
I do not wish to talk much. Ragna, child, you are here on a mission, yes?
That's right.
I will aid you as best I can with it.
The Moss Man told me to seek you out. Is there any advice, anything you can tell us that'll aid us in our quest?
I have only 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, do not get yourself killed. Number 2, do not get lost. Number 3, slay the heart.
Slay the heart.
Okay, I get what you're saying there.
And everyone give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm going to assume it's been long enough that I would lose guidance at this point because I didn't bother to say recast it.
Sure, but did you auto recast it?
Yeah, it's a cantrip actually, yeah.
Yeah. You could have cast it in the middle of the conversation and Meow would have not cared.
Okay.
Oh,
right. It's so weird seeing perception being right. I forgot to return to normal. Ignore
notably,
the
Harold and Gerald aren't here because Gerald stayed behind and Harold stayed behind with his brother. So, Elton Joe's not here. Shadow is though.
No.
Just pointing that out.
Right. Right. We asked Rado. We never asked about Gerald and Harold.
Yep.
Welcome back to season 1 moments.
Yep, they're staying behind. I actually remembered. Okay. Everyone who got a 10 or higher, or actually, sorry, no, everyone who got a 15 or higher, you begin to notice the woman in purple begins to stir on the ground. As it seems like she is awaking from unconsciousness while you're talking to me now. You notice also that there's 3 stairways up off to your left, and there's 1 stairway down. You question them on this.
I think I'd be more tempted to ask. Wait, so is the stairs going down the place you were at before, Ragnar?
That's the place where we went. Yeah, that was a bad place. We were attacked by zombies. We were attacked by all kinds of creatures. And that down in that dwarf dungeon.
What is down there, I do not know. That is a place that I have not been in. Yeah,
Neow, how did this... The last time I was here, there was no tower above that dungeon. What happened? How did this tower get here? Do you know?
From my... I have been here in my tower. I have been here in this tower. Not mine anymore. For as long as I remember. All of a sudden, one day, there just appeared that staircase going down. I don't know more beyond that. If you do choose to go up, I will give all of you a blessing. Go.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
We'll have a choice of 4 blessings. 4 possible ones. Who brought in the voice? You mean the material of the spire? It has always been here, though the crystals are new. Steel was always there, though crystals are a new and annoying element. Made the spire even more hostile than I previously remember.
So, I got a question for you.
What is your question?
What is the steel?
I couldn't hear what you had, but
Yes,
What is the steel?
it is. And then Neow kind of draws a blank as they realize they don't actually know what it is. It is what the spire is made of. It has always been. It is
Yes,
a
but-
dark material from the unknown.
It's a void type.
I am not familiar with that.
Void. Nothing.
I am not familiar with those words. All I know is what this place has been made of. I can first remember. I do not even remember how I got here. Your creator. Who is your creator, Edward? Notably, she somehow knows all of your names, despite you not telling her. Point that out. Arvagab. Where have I... Your father previously visited the place. Or was it your creators? A man named Paris, I think.
That would be the creator's father.
That was a long time. He got the closest. And then Neow falls. You all wish to venture into the spire.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. I will give you
Before-
a choice of a blessing. And you see 4 small boxes are presented in front of you, each of which have a label on them. I will roll 4d100 to see what these labels are. And give me a small second to look up. I have a reference. Though, notably at this point, the woman in purple has actually stood up. And I can actually give you all a picture of her. If you...
Oh, yes.
Here is her picture and all. I posted in D&D 5e 2010. So, over high. Okay. So, among these boxes, one is labeled maximum HP. One of them is labeled weakness within the initial enemies. One of them is labeled upgrade a skill. And then one of them is labeled 100 gold. Which blessing would you like to receive?
Sorry, what were the 4 blessings?
The 4 blessings were maximum HP, weaker enemies, upgrade a skill, or 100 gold.
So upgrading a skill wouldn't include upgrading a feat, would it?
You don't know. You don't know what upgrading a skill means. This is not a concept that your character is familiar with. And in fact, for everyone involved, this entire situation feels weird, as if, like... It's hard to put your finger on it, but things feel off about this place. It feels like you stepped into a different realm.
Again?
Again, yes, again.
Sorry, I had to... Well...
Edward,
It's
are you
not
actually asking that question to Neow, or are you just asking me as a DM?
He's in parentheses, so in my mind, he's
Oh.
not asking it. Does it?
That is to be determined. I will leave that secret, whether they're temporary or not. So, you want maximum HP, weaker enemies, 100 gold, or whatever upgrade a skill means.
Is it just one in the box, or is it for everyone?
You don't know.
Something to consider.
Either way, these are all called blessings, so you can assume they all do something good, but also you can assume you can only pick one. So.
Oh right, he said the girl was already.
Yeah.
I think she might have a better understanding of whatever the thing those boxes are.
Yes, and in fact, she has started to walk towards.
Oh, okay.
Notably, though, her eyes are closed. She doesn't seem to open them.
Oh, hello there, young lady. Nice
She-
to meet you.
She looks towards you, Child, and you feel... It's strange. You have true sight, right?
Yes.
When you look at her, you see her, but then you also see what looks to be glowing purple energy emanating off of her. It's not like delirium purple. It's not dark purple. It's bright purple. like almost a divine-looking color. She seems like some kind of holy person, but not of any faith you're aware of. And that's true for Edward as well. Edward, because I believe Edward also has true sight. Anyone who has true sight sees this in her. Which,
I mean, we're in a different place, so I guess it makes sense that I don't recognize.
she doesn't say anything though. She just kind of looks at you for a little bit, and then looks back to Neow, walks forward, and kneels down in front of the boxes. Do you ask any questions, or shall I continue? Or do you just stand and watch?
Oh, I guess he doesn't. Doesn't have a lot to say. Oh, what was your name, hon? Tell me.
She turns around and looks at you, and you can't see her mouth, but you have a sense that she is smiling. Though, notably, the staff that she is holding, the head of it opens up and looks around as if it's an eye. It starts blinking.
Oh my god.
She then kneels down to one of the boxes and taps it. Taps the max HP box. And she seems to be glowing with a sort of energy as she starts walking towards one of the staircases. Notably, the box doesn't open when she taps it. She seemingly taps it and gains the blessing. So, the boxes are still there.
Interesting.
He's leaving. What will you do?
Yeah, should we?
Hey.
Should we try and hurry and follow?
Let's hurry up, everyone. Tap your box so we can follow her.
Well, what box do you want to tap? Because she tapped one of them, but you could, tap a different one if you want to. What is she? That's a good question, too. What is she?
Yeah.
She looks humanoid, but she also has that weird bright purple glow as well, so...
Weird purple glow, a seeing staff.
Yeah.
I don't know actually how to call it.
And
she
also seems to have a calming aura around her. Like, while you stand near her, she just seems to feel like you're calmer, more comfortable by being here. It's like she is a symbol of tranquility or something.
You know, I just feel so relaxed, kind of in her presence. You know.
Okay.
I think we should stick close to her. You know. Hey, the more the merrier. Oh, I'm going to tap the box about the initial enemies.
Okay. You tap the box for the initial enemies. And when you do, you feel a red surge of energy go through you. And then you hear something in your brain called, and it says Neow's Blessing. And then you get information of the first 3 sets of enemies you fight will have 1 HP.
Cool.
And you are now free, and you feel you are now allowed to walk up one of the 3 staircases. Everyone else, Nibbles and Fufu get the second box, which are... Nibbles and Fufu go for the skill, and Edward, you go for the second box, so it's the enemies one? Do you also go for that? Okay. Nibbles and Fufu.
So,
show me their stat blocks over, actually. I didn't go see their stat blocks. What were you going to say, Chad?
I was going to ask, can Nibbles or Fufu communicate?
As far as I know, they just do it through sound effects. Ask Cathagmus. Or sorry, ask Foxword. I will tell you.
Apparently, yes.
Alright. I look at Nibbles and Fufu and I say, what does the skill upgrade one do? Like, if you have a feat, does it upgrade the feat?
I haven't told them what that does yet. I'm currently doing that.
I think I'll just get me and all the summons to get the HP one, especially given that the last fight I was in was against a guy that basically killed me in one punch after I fully healed.
One Punch Man.
Yeah,
That was the Dragon Hunter.
The Raging Dragon Hunter dealt like 150 damage in one hit, and I'm like, well, I only have 100 HP, so bleh.
I just told Fox Warrior what the upgrade did for them. They can communicate, they just choose not to. Okay, fair enough. So you don't know, Jed. They did get upgrades of some kind. You don't know what that means.
I'm going to have me and all the summons take the max HP then, because of what happened the last time I was actually in a fight, as I said.
Alright, when all of you tap the max HP, you feel a green surge go through you as you feel healthier, like stronger. And your maximum HP gets boosted by 8. You get plus 8 max HP.
8 on Dryads is pretty good.
So when can I do my action? What are you trying to do? You're outside the spire. It's gonna ask Zokurai if he can make me armor to pick. Oh, yeah. Off camera, Zokurai has Zokurai said he will, but it will cost you a favor, not money, a favor.
I love how at this point people stop dealing in money.
Okay. He says, sure, give me like 4 hours and I can make you an armor to protect you. So, yeah, he'll make you an armor that will protect you from that place. You just gotta give him 4 hours. So, Brian Lark is not going to be involved for 4 hours. Nibbles and Fufu know this beginning language would wait. Okay. Anyway. So, Surtur and all of your summons got plus 8 max HP. Dragon Child chose that. The only one left to choose is Shadow and Shad. Shadow is choosing the max HP. Then walking in.
Great, I'm gonna go for upgrade the skill.
Okay. Let me go take a look at your stat block. Bad. Living. Yeah, they're all good things. Like, Neow's giving you some very great blessings. Okay, so, Chad, you find that, while you were, Shad, you find that you have an additional use of your second wind while you're in this place, while you're in the spire. You have an additional use of wind as your second wind got upgraded. Now you have 2 uses of one. Yeah. Okay, so who chooses what stairway? Because the purple lady is going up the stairway on the far left, but you can go up any of them. Do you guys want to go up different ones, the same ones? What do you want to do?
I think Ragnar wanted to catch up to her.
Okay, so
I want to follow the purple lady.
okay, so you're going up that one as well. You're going.
I think we're all gonna go up purple lady.
Okay. Is there anyone diverting paths, or is everyone following the purple lady?
I think in a delirium-infested place, we're just asking for trouble if we split the party.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, if you're immune to contamination, maybe. But if you're not, I feel like it's just asking for trouble. You missing 2 sessions at some point. Oh, crap! We found a now fully contaminated Edward somewhere or something. Maybe he's immune to contamination. I took a bad example, but you get what I mean.
He is immune to it, yes. Also, yeah. If we found a fully contaminated Edward, that would be bad because he's immune to it. So how is he contaminated?
All right. We split the party. I split from the party. You come back in 2 days in game to the other staircase, and oh no, there's a fully contaminated clock where he's dead again.
All right, he's dead again, and he revives himself again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Blah.
It's okay. You tried to dispel magic, the crystals. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
You do notice, by the way, Ragnchild, and this is also true for Edward as well, any crystals that you're moving nearby start to shatter. If you move within 5 feet of any of the crystals, or even the void steel, like, it seems to lose its properties, and in the case of the crystals, it seems to start cracking and be about to shatter.
Wait, was there any crystals on Neow? Did they shatter too?
There was, but none near his front, and she's so big that they weren't within range.
Okay, because I think Edward went to bap Neow at some point, so that's why
Yes.
I was asking.
Edward baps Neow on their snoot, and there was none near their snoot. So,
Okay.
none within 5 feet, anyway. Has different effects when they're merged with... Yeah, it also has different effects when they're merged with a person, too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Anyway. So, all of you follow them up, and you will enter a room, which I will... Someone roll me a D100.
Yeah,
A D100?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, I'll continue writing my stuff.
Sure. Alright.
Edward did it.
Okay, Edward roll.
86.
Alright, in addition. And now I need... One D4. Give me a small second. Have a work. Okay. You encounter. When you enter this room, you see inside of this room. First off, this room that you enter appears to be strangely small. It appears to be like a, what do we say? A 50-foot radius sphere, like 50-foot radius box room. But there's also like pits go off into the distance, weirdly enough. But you notice that the purple lady is standing in the center of the room, and there is what appears to be 2 large slimes that look weird. They're
2 large slime, what?
2 large slimes that look weird compared to the ones you guys are used to.
Okay.
And everyone also feels a bit sluggish as they enter this room. I would like everyone to roll initiative. You have entered combat.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked multiple sheets to keep track of everything on this subject now.
I also need to roll initiative for this girl, too.
Oh crap, I forgot to cast the... Well, I guess I'll do it next time. Well, after the fight. Because of the whole we're trying to rush to this purple girl, I didn't think of it.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh. Come on, let me add.
Not that was supposed to be me. Fuck. I'm going to I am going to go back to my character because now it's confusing. There aren't currently any tokens on this page that take a turn. Oh, right. There needs to be
Oh
tokens for
shoot!
that to be
I
added to the
forgot to
turn
put my
order.
token. Sorry. Ugh.
I mean, we're not on a battle map. It's just a picture
Yeah.
of the spire, so no one thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, apologies. Can everyone reroll? I need you to drag your tokens out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Partially consider that my
Ragna.
Young Black Dragon Hunter.
Right there. There we
Those
go.
numbers feel these numbers feel lesser than when I fought one.
Right, because those are Shadow's numbers, not a young Black Dragon.
Okay.
I'm just going to use the Moss Man as the placeholder for the Purple Lady, because I don't have one for her yet.
Fair enough.
So wait, do you want me to roll shadows?
Yes. I already... Yeah, go ahead and roll for Shadow. Wait, why did you drag out Shadow twice? I already had Shadow dragged out.
Oh. I was still facing the bottom of the spire.
Yeah.
Right, I need to change this picture. I completely didn't think about it until right now.
Mm-hmm. Your picture is no longer correct. You are no longer Mr. Elf Boy.
Yeah. Just I don't want to just delay the session just for that.
Oh yeah, I know.
There we go.
I delayed the sessions often enough.
There we go. That's the proper one.
Alright. And then I'll also
crap.
roll for the creature.
Crap. How do I... Yeah, where the hell do I roll initiative for you?
Or I'll just drag out a piece of delirium as... Which you do notice, by the way, these slimes seem to have embedded chunks of delirium in them.
Do I roll 4 times for the 4 dryads or just once because it's basically the same creature?
Don't summon creatures take a turn immediately after yours.
Oh, right, I need to check. That's the handout. I need to go check the 2 spells.
Okay. So the creatures rolled a 4, so they'll go last. So, you know what? Combat started.
Oh.
I should get some combat music up.
That one shares the... Okay, the Celestial Spirit shares the initiative count. Got it. And the Dryads do as well. Choose one of the options. They're friendly to you. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, now how do I roll initiative on a...
You need to drag one of their tokens out, and then roll initiative, and then I'll add that as a turn.
Okay. How do I roll initiative on an NPC sheet? I can't find the initiative option. Oh, I just saw it. Never mind. That was supposed to be the Dryad. I don't know if it worked.
Yep, it is the Dryad. Do you have the one for the Celestial Spirit too? Or they don't know?
The Celestial Spirit shares my initiative, so I will write it on my sheet of paper.
Okay. So, everyone. Is everyone rolled? I think everyone's ready. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Royal Darkstar is not involved because he's still not here. Okay, so everyone, you notice that you're not as gung-ho as usual. It's like it feels a little sluggish on your turns. Everyone on their first turn, Clockwork, things are not to scale. Anyway, everyone on their first turn will experience the effects of the slow spell. All the player characters.
Oh, what are the effects?
That's fine.
Have to double check.
So,
I mean, was there even a saving throw?
no, there was no saving throw for this. You just are under the effects of the slow spell for your first turn.
Thanks, random building.
Yep.
I'm gonna blame the building. I don't know what else it would be. It's either the building or the whale. I don't know which one to blame.
It depends on how long they take during their fights and if they take rests and stuff. Anyway, so the young Black Dragon Hunter doesn't know exactly what to do, but he just shrugs and decides to stab one of the slimes. Though when he attempts to do so, all of you notice something immediately weird. Okay. So, when he pulls out his weapon and goes to thrust it, all of you notice that he seemingly immediately slides towards the slime, smacks into it, and is pulled back to his original spot. As if the spire forced him to hit. Or whatever this weird reality is. So, he hit the target. I'll roll damage. I don't even need to roll an attack roll. I need to pull up Shadow.
Well, I guess I don't have to worry about not having armor anymore. Because this works for the enemy as well, which, if it's the building, it would affect everyone, I would assume.
So, does, my blessing where it was the first 3 sets of enemies will have 1 hit point. Does that apply here?
What blessing?
That
The
I got
enemy's
from
having 1 HP.
Neow?
Oh, yes. So the enemy has 1 HP, so they just immediately die. The first one does. And then he is only, I believe the slow spell only allows him to make 1 attack during his turn, if I remember correctly.
Not both. Regardless of the creature's ability or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay, so the young Black Dragon Hunter's turn is done. Edward, you're up. You notice you can't really move while you're in the battle. Like, you can't actually move around all that well. What do you do? Okay. You fire the force bolt, it automatically hits the target and kills the other slime. Congratulations, you all won combat.
Hooray!
Reducing
Answer
them to 1.
Final Fantasy music.
Yeah.
On the slime's bodies, you find 38 gold pieces, as well as what appears to be a. Go ahead and actually. What appears to be. It's a little something strange. It looks kind of like a card. Do one of you pick it up?
I will.
Okay. When you go to pick it up, it projects 3 different common magic items. And it's seemingly giving you a choice. Would you rather have a sending stone, which is seemingly attached to a random other stone, or a mystery key, or a what's the one name of the globe item that's a component item? The one globe I have from Eberron. I always forget the name of. Let me look it up.
It seems you do. Brand new car.
No, it's not a brand new car.
Oh god, yeah, but yeah, the idea, yeah.
You got a new car.
Between one of the 3 doors, there is a brand new car. And one of the other 2, there is this random piece of garbage.
And there is songs. Like, you chose door number 1. Would you like? I will show you one that is not correct. Now, would you like to switch or would you like to stay?
Always switch.
Yes, I know. It's the Monty Hall thing. Okay. Wondrous items. Common.
Well, I'm glad I didn't waste
Orb of Shielding, that's it. It's an Orb of Shielding. So would you rather have a Sending Stone, a Mystery Key, or an Orb of Shielding?
What's the Orb of Shielding do?
Orb of Shielding has a bunch of different varieties, and basically while you're attuned to it, you can use it as a reaction to reduce the damage from one damage type by 1d4, and the damage type depends on what the orb's made out of. In this case, it's made of Kytherian Scarn, so it can reduce acid or poison damage.
I'll take the orb, just in case.
Okay, you take the orb, and when you do, the card and the other 2 items disappear. Notably, the orb requires attunement, but you have now attained this orb.
No, my car.
The purple lady, also seemingly... Notably, by the way, when you found the 37 gold, all of you found 37 gold. Like, all of you acquired more gold from this.
Oh,
now.
nice. Yeah.
It was like somehow all of you just had 37 more gold in your pockets.
Which is notable because I had... Well, no, I forgot I had silver pieces from metal. I was about to say I had nothing in my pockets.
Okay. There is now... There is only one staircase up, and there's a staircase down, and the purple lady is going up. What do you want to do?
Up we go.
I keep following her.
I love how we're not saying anything anymore to this lady. We're just following her.
Notably, though, when you look off to your right and off into the distance, you actually see this room. There isn't one of the walls in the room, and there's like large pits, but there's also other platforms off in the distance.
I guess maybe it's wherever we would have ended up if we took the other staircases. That's my best guess.
Right, that's a good guess. Notably, if someone has the ability to fly, they might be able to fly over to those other places if you want to, I don't know, try and divert the path. Or you can keep going up. Your choice.
Nope. We're all just gonna follow the purple lady. No diverting paths.
Yes, no. Stick
Okay.
together, follow the purple lady. That's the plan.
Alright. Oh, there you go. Okay, roll me another D100.
We leave, we die. Edward,
Shadow rolls his eyes and says, "Oh, I doubt that's going to be the case." Okay. Yes, I have, Edward. My master is someone who likes opening black holes for fun. Yes, I have been near the void.
That sounds like a nice pastime.
And
right, you were a dragon hunter, so yes.
yes, Lion Fang, you've seen yourself on the ship, from what I've heard. He likes opening black holes for fun. Anyway, shall we continue going up? And it makes your way up. By the way, there's going to be a lot of combats here, so I'm going to go ahead and keep the initiative order as is, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, why bother re-rolling it? You're going to have lots of combats in a row, so I'll just keep it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that way we don't have to re-roll it every time, because otherwise it'll take forever. Oddly typed with the void in the brothers. Okay, so when you go up, you see another set of monsters and another room. This one actually having more platforms off the dip. However,
I'm now curious. When we take time arguing like that, did the purple lady already start the fight, and we're like kill stealing her?
yes, actually, when you walked in, one of the creatures is already dead because of how long you took to get up there.
How much gold do we got?
Sorry, go ahead.
How much gold do we got now?
None, because actually all the creatures were killed before you arrived.
That's not fair.
She seemingly killed all the creatures and took the rewards before you even entered there, and is already going up. Notably, though, there is two stairways up at this point, and you're not quite sure which one she went up.
Oh, that's
Where do you want to go? You can try to go off in the distance. You can try to go back down. You can try to go up one of the staircases. Don't know which one she went up.
Everyone, let's head for the right staircase, and hopefully she's there. If not, we'll head back down and then go to the left one.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah. At this point, since we're following someone, I don't want to get into an argument with someone.
Well, you have no idea which staircase you went up, so you go up the right staircase.
Yeah. Don't think down means down. What? My head hurts.
Same. Anyway, let's go.
Give me 1 second. Alright, so you enter a room and I will roll.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, never mind. It didn't go. I accidentally clicked the wrong button on the spell again.
I will roll 1d100. Okay, so this room. I have a lot of enemies. Okay, so that's that roll. That nothing happened there. This one. Gerder has an idea of what I'm doing because I'll tell you.
You're deciding what the hell is in the room.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'll roll this, and this will determine finally what's in it. So the roll. I don't know what you mean by the roller, but I am actually successfully using RNG tools for this specific dungeon.
1d26. That's an interesting number.
Yeah. Yes, this dungeon does have enemy rollers. I have preset encounters that can be cleared and won't respawn. Also, yes, that number is specific because that's the amount of a certain thing that could possibly be shown up.
So it was basically, so the first roll was pick in this category, and then the 26 was there's 26 in this category, whatever it is.
There was the first one, which is the one I do in every room. There's the second one, which is the one specific to this room. And then the third one was, okay, of that thing I rolled, here's this. Okay.
26 basilisk!
No!
Not again!
Well, here's the thing. If there's 26, if there's only 8 of them, hey, they only have 1 HP each, so it's a very quick kill.
Even
Okay.
if you want to count the purple lady, that would still be the third battle, which I don't know how that works since we did.
Any more talking before I describe what happened when you enter the room?
No, unless you want to answer rattle.
Can I roll D100 next? Sure! Next time we get to a room, you can roll D100. Okay, so, when you roll into this room, at first it seems a little normal, but once everyone shuffles in the room, you notice the stairwell closes behind you, and a shining golden light starts to shine from the ceiling down at all of you. It's a mass of magical light that compels you to walk inside of it. I would like everyone to give me a wisdom save if they want to try and resist walking inside, though this does not feel malevolent at all, so it's entirely your choice if you want to resist. It does not feel like a bad thing.
Walk towards the light, my child.
Yes, go ahead if you would like to. You can either choose to enter the light, or you can choose to leave the room on a successful wisdom save.
I would say, yeah, we're all just gonna enter just in case.
Well, don't
it does
speak
end
for
up
everyone
as a
else.
fight.
Speak for yourself.
Fine, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
In the massive light, do we see the purple lady?
No. You don't know if she's here or not at all. Shadow is entering. Chad is entering. Edward and his two people are entering. Dragonchild, Clockwork, what are you doing?
I'm gonna enter it as well.
We're gonna enter as well. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone who enters the light of you feel a rush as you feel like you're more powerful, but then suddenly there's a stabbing as all of you lose 30% of your current HP.
No.
But you got 2 upgrades. So 2 of all of your things in your kits got upgraded. But you lost 30% of your HP.
Boy.
Yes.
Okay. 30% of 53 is what?
I'll let you all figure out the math on how much HP you lost while I figure out what skills I for all of you.
If it gives me, like in my case, it gives me, alright, that's the wrong amount of HP. It's giving me 76 and some remnants. Do I just round normally, always round up, or always round down?
Round normally.
Okay. Right, no, that's my character sheet. I can write it on my character sheet. I don't need to write it on the paper.
Right. Who would like to go first in terms of wanting to know what upgrades they get?
Me.
Okay, Chad. You have 3 upgrades. Oh, is it 3? No, it's 2. It's 2 upgrades. You noticed that 2 of your spells actually got upgraded. Prismatic Wall now has double the coverage. It can now be made twice as large. And Counterspell now has the twinned meta magic, meaning that you can actually counterspell 2 things at once. As long as they are 2 separate spells.
Oh, that's weird. 2 people being in the middle of casting a spell simultaneously. When does that ever happen?
Right. It's something he now has available, though. Who else? Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay. Let me go look at Ragnar's sheet. Ragnar, I'm Ragnar, your child. I messed that one up. Ragnar child. Where's your thing? Oh god. I forgot how low your HP is.
Yeah.
We lose HP or we take damage?
Take damage. You don't lose it.
Okay. Well, I have flat damage reduction for anything. Wait, that's just 2.
You notice that your guiding bolt spell is now twinned, so you can throw 2 bolts at once.
Ooh.
And your Wall of Fire spell now has the Careful spell meta magic, so you can choose to have certain people be unaffected by it.
Or succeed on the save. I don't
Automatically
know what
succeed on the saving throw, yes.
I don't know what to save on Wall.
Oh, nice. Okay.
There is a dexterity save for Wall of Fire to not be affected by it when it first is cast. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
So you can cast it on. So you can cast it where an ally is and say you will automatically succeed the save. Okay.
Yep. Shadow, I'll go ahead and do right now. Shadow got his action surge upgraded, so now he has 2 action surges. And he also got his divine sense upgraded, so now he has 8 of those instead of 4.
So, question: are these permanent now?
You don't know. They feel permanent right now, but you don't know if they'll persist outside the spire. That's me as a DM saying, wait to find out. Okay. Edward, yeah, okay. The thing was. Oh. Fufu. Fufu's, honestly, Fufu doesn't actually have all that much. Their grease spell got the, increased area of effect, so now it makes it twice as... Now it has twice the radius on its actual grease. And suggestion has been twinned. So now you can suggest up to 2 people. Nibbles. For its Fear Ray and its Frost Ray, the opponent, an enemy will have disadvantage against those saving throws. And then for Edward himself, I need to pull up Edward's stat sheet. I hope you're all keeping track of this, by the way, because I'm not.
I wrote it down.
Yeah. Write it down somewhere. There's this epic combat music.
While you're trying to find out what's getting upgraded, or maybe even rolling for it. I don't know.
I don't know either. Edward, you have noticed that Scroll Bash now has twice the reach, so it has a reach of 60 feet. And Reduced to Memory has become Recharge 5-6 instead of Recharge 6. So, I believe that's everyone. Oh, wait, you're summoned. Right.
Me and the summons, yes. Okay.
Well, we'll cover you first, because you're easier.
You're easier.
I know what's happening. I know one of the things happening to Dryad. Their charmed effects, the enemy has disadvantage on saving artifact.
Okay.
That's one I know. I don't know what other thing the Dryad even has that I can upgrade.
Hmm.
As for Clocksworth, I think yours is going to be pretty simple as well. Wow, are you really out of all of your dice? Huh.
Yeah, unless they were, because that's the only way I could regain hit points as a ghost was with the hit dice. So when I finished the long rest, I just rolled all of them.
True, fair enough.
Unless you want to say that Reincarnate refreshed it, or that the refresh happens before you roll them, which is weird.
It did not. What equipment in your actual bag is actually? Like, is the hunting rifle here?
I forgot to put the backpack, but other than that, oh right, I should have removed the elixir suit. Yeah.
Is the hunting?
Other than that, yes.
Okay. So, your hunting rifle and your purple worm, your hunting rifle and your walloping modern bullets have become +1 weapons and +1 ammo.
Interesting.
And then I already said one of the things we were Dryads. I don't know what the other one is offhand, but go look up Dryad. And then what's the other name of your creature? Celestial Spirit?
Yeah. I know it's the Defender one.
Okay, so Fey Charm is that. Their club is now Mastercrafted. +3,
Okay.
I'll say. And for the Celestial Spirit, it's just the Radiant Mace and Radiant Bow have both become Mastercrafted. Because they don't really have much else I can do with that.
Yeah.
So, there we go. That's everything. So, the purple lights, the golden lights, it gave you upgrades and sapped your HP. Do you all want to proceed to the next floor? You see there is only one way up. You can go sideways, but there's only one way up. And, or do you want to try and heal first?
Let's all. I'm going to try and heal.
Okay, how long are you going to spend healing? What are you going to do?
So we are giving up on just trying to keep up with the purple lady.
Well, she kind of just up and disappeared. We spent too long trying to keep up with her the first time.
Okay.
That is true. You lost a good amount of time, probably.
Okay. Well, I've said it. I think it's the first time that it becomes so relevant, but I can just spam cure wounds until everyone is back to full.
True. So how long would it take you to just spam through cure wounds on everyone?
That's 11, that's 19 because of Museum always making it bigger, so that's 19 per cure wounds. And that's... Nah, yeah, sure, I can... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, 2, 6, 8, and I don't know the hit points of the other people. How much they need.
Well, you can just guess, like saying if you have to heal like 200 hit points. Like, give me a ballpark number. You don't need to
Okay,
be
ballpark is going to be like
10 minutes? 1 minute? What?
1.5 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes.
So we'll call it 2 minutes. Go ahead and roll. Rattle Darkstar, roll me a D100. Since you are not involved, you are in charge. They were quick on the spot. Okay.
Yeah, Rattle had nothing to do, and he was just waiting all this time.
Okay. So you are just about wrapped up with the cure wounds when you notice a few monsters wander up the stairs, and
Ooh.
I will initiate initiative for everyone.
Oh.
Everyone
Noted.
is healed up fully, but monsters have wandered in.
So
Noted. Long rests are dangerous. Short rests are dangerous.
It also happened that you rolled low on the D100 too. That was the other reason why.
Yeah, but if you're rolling after 2 minutes, like, what's the chance that we don't roll 25 or higher? For 30
Notably, though, these monsters are affected by your blessing still, Dragon Child, so they have 1 HP.
Yep. That's the second or third one, because I don't know if the one's the first.
This is the 3rd time it's triggered.
Okay.
And you actually feel, both Edward and Dragon Child, that after this battle, that the effects of that blessing are going to go away. So this is the last one with
So-
1 HP.
Okay, so it's the last free fight. Okay.
Basically. Let me roll 1d4 to see which fight. Okay, so an individual is walking up with what looks to be they look vaguely humanoid, except they have a crow head that is blue, and they're covered in feathers, and they're waving around 2 sticks and yelling "Kaka!"
wow.
Didn't. Kaka.
So,
You love making that sound.
yes, I do. I was waiting for that one.
No. Oh god.
Sorry if I woke you up.
Now I'm reminded. Now I'm giving. Thanks, Fox. Now I'm being reminded of Kekek. Yeah.
Anyway, so goal of Manister. Edward, you're up. Again, everyone's under the effects of the slow spell.
Kekek is omnipotent. Edward again? I thought he killed the last enemy.
Yeah. Wait for all. You're up, Edward.
Did you roll the initiative for the bird person?
Oh wait, no, you took your turn last time. You did the 4 strike, right? Remember, I'm not re-rolling the initiative. So it's
Okay, so
keeping
all the monsters-
it's keeping the 4 that was rolled before. Dragon Child,
all
you're
the
up.
monsters now have 4. Okay.
Yeah. Until next session, yeah. As far as you can tell, like on your first turn so far, yeah, you have slow in every battle. Dragon Child, you're up.
Okay. I
There
am
is a single
going-
bird person that is screaming at you.
A single bird person. Okay. I am going to attack this bird person. If I do believe I have a crossbow, so I'm just gonna try to shoot this bird guy. There
Okay.
we go.
When you shoot, when you use your bow to shoot them, you notice that your arm is seemingly being aimed for you, and you hit them center mass in the chest.
Oh wow.
Which, given the fact they have 1 HP, they just kind of poof into a cloud of feathers and disappear. Evaporated them with your bow.
It would have been fun if Ragnar rolled 1 because
Yeah.
because I believe delirium makes you resistance to piercing. You would have taken 0.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would have been funny, but no.
Does delirium have any damage damage reduction? I forget.
They do, but not enough.
Okay.
They have like 2 damage reduction, I want to say. Because it's based off their proficiency bonus, and their proficiency bonus is not high.
Right. It feels like fodder enemies, especially because of the 1 HP. Maybe next fight we're going to realize how not fodder they actually are.
Right. So, you win this fight. Okay, on the corpse of the enemy, all of you discover, Round Arcstar, roll me a D50. All of you discover 17 gold on the body, as well as another one of those card things.
Shadow already took one. Who's next?
Who wants to pick up
That's
this
what I was
card?
gonna say.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying it's time for someone else to pick it because I grabbed the last one.
Fine, I'll pick it.
Clarksworth walks over and grabs it.
I'll pick it.
Okay. You are given a choice between 3 items. You're given a choice between a mystery key, an orb of shielding, or a +1 weapon. That seems to be a scythe. A +1 scythe. It seems like they're not just limited to common rarity. Because the +1 scythe is uncommon.
A random sight could be useful if I lose durability on the halberd, but given how much damage resistance those materials have, I should be fine. So I think I'll take the Orb of Shielding. What type is it?
Okay. This Orb of Shielding, specifically, by the way, is made of Rizian shale, meaning that is resistant. That gives you a 1d4 reduction to cold when you use it as a reactor.
Christian Shale.
I will post
It
the
requires
name.
it to. It requires attunement, but
Yes.
yeah, we can just next short rest. Next time we take a short rest, I can just take the time to attune to it because I still have an attunement slot.
Okay. Would you guys like to go up? Would you like to go down? Or would you like to go sideways and try to fly over a pit?
I think we should keep going up, but
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. Because there's not a lot of us who can fly, right?
I mean, a good amount of you know the fly spell.
Yeah, and the fly spell, I think if you cast it allows you to target multiple creatures. And then there's a few, and then I know the Celestial Spirit can fly as a large creature, so you can probably take one person with it.
Shadow pipes up and says, I can probably hop that distance. I can probably jump across. Also, these walls seem sturdy. If any of us have a climb speed, we can probably climb on these walls across.
Ignore the rooms. Just use spider climb and run up the wall.
Hey, if you have a way for me to gain spider climb, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but unless you could, unless it could be spread to the whole party, it would just be, oh hey, here's a character that disappears into the distance alone.
Up to you guys. I don't care.
Well, now that we're not rushing towards the purple, should we try and actually get rid of those crystals that are probably there's? Is there a delirium crystal in the room actually?
Yes, there's crystals everywhere.
Oh, okay. Now
There's
that
also
we're not,
void steel everywhere. In fact, you're walking on void steel.
I always forget what that does.
Void steel can cause void corruption. Which, speaking of, thanks for reminding me. Everyone take a wisdom save.
You shouldn't have said anything. You said wisdom save?
Yes. I am looking for 15s or higher. Dad, do you have advantage on this?
Oh, sweet. So I just barely pass
Oh.
it.
Also, notably, Ragnchild and Edward don't need to make this check. Anytime I ask for a wisdom
Again.
feature, Ragnchild and Edward ignore it for this stuff. They're immune to the effects of a lot of this stuff. Most of the rest of you aren't, though. It seems. Celestial Spirit, Nibbles, Fufu, the Giants, and Magic.
Third one.
Remember to
Third
roll
one
for
failed.
Fufu twice because they have magic resistance. Fufu got 21. I saw 12. Oh, yeah, right up. 21. Okay, so everyone who got a 15 or so everyone who got lower than 15 is one of the Dryads, Nibbles, Shad, no, not Shad, and Celestial Spirit. I think that's it.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay, all of you. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was about to ask for Harold and Jill, but they're down. They didn't come.
Yeah, they did not come in. Help me look up the rules for Void Team. Okay.
The English turns out to be the woman in purple. We have true sight. Some of us have true sight. Unless you got like reincarnated, just like my character did, into the purple woman, I don't think you would have been able to hide from the true sight.
Okay. So, everyone who failed to save will take 1 level of corruption and 1 level of void taint. Now, the amount of void taint that you can endure without problems is equal to your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
That's -1 for the celestial spirit. I
The
think.
minimum 2.
Okay.
That's minimum 2.
So, the thing at the start was also a corruption level, right? Corruption, contamination. I keep missing.
Yeah, it was a corruption level and a void level. But it was only a corruption level, not a corruption and a void. This is a corruption and a void. Basically,
Contamination.
separate things are ticking up.
Okay. So contamination is the delirium.
Contamination
I guess-
is corruption, yes.
Oh, okay. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I just use the word interchangeably because they're used interchangeably in the book I'm reading.
Okay.
Taint is related to the void steel. Corruption/contamination is related to the delirium. Okay. I would now, for everyone who failed that, like them to roll me a further charisma save.
I passed that, correct?
You passed, yes. For everyone who had failed and just gained void taint, I would like you to roll me a charisma save.
I'm still writing the corruption, contamination,
Nibbles failed.
corruption. I'm assuming it's still a magical effect.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, right. Was it Nibbles that had magic resistance, or it was Fufu? I forgot.
What are you asking?
Which one of the Katanga's character had magic resistance? I remember one had it,
Fufu.
I forgot. Okay.
Fufu and Ed. I am waiting on you.
Yeah, I was still writing the corruption and void thing, so I wouldn't forget.
Okay.
And I still haven't written the Rishian scale thing, so...
Okay, so I will go ahead and say what happened to Nibbles then while I'm waiting for you. Nibbles, you acquired an effect of long-term madness, as you now begin to see everyone around you as enemies and hostiles.
Oh.
You begin to see everything as hostile around you. Even the walls themselves feel hostile.
Jesus.
But we'll wait to resolve that until after we get to what's going on with Surtur's conflict.
Charisma save?
Go ahead.
Charisma save?
Yes. For each of the people that failed the wisdom save. Okay, that's failed.
Okay. And the Dryad? Mm, 1d4 plus what's your charisma modifier? I think it was. I remember it being big. Oh, it was 4. That's nice.
Okay. The Dryad is fine. But
23, 25.
yeah, the Dryad is fine. But the Celestial Spirit gets an instance of short-term madness. They start to see the walls shifting and moving, and they feel a sense of vertigo, and as if they're just starting to destabilize and unable to stay in this place. From your perspective, it looks like they're starting to flicker in and out, like the summoning is starting to fail.
Oh, that's interesting.
Notably, though, Nibbles sees you all as enemies, so we're doing initiative again.
Yeah, we're resolving this thing first.
Actually, okay, I'll actually give everyone a turn before combat starts to see if you have any spells to try and snap Nibbles out of long-term madness. Do any of you have anything that works on long-term madness?
I don't know what works on long-term madness. I'd have to go check on the exact spell.
Greater Restoration, I know, works on long-term madness. Do any of
What
you
about
have Greater
Mind Sliver?
Restoration?
I plan for it, yes.
So I have something called Mind Sliver. You drive a distorting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The creature must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage, and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw to make it makes before the end of your next turn.
What about that spell?
Would it knock him out of the madness or no?
No, because damage is not going to knock him out of madness.
Damn.
Especially if their madness is they view people as hostile. You would.
In
No,
fact, if you attacked him with that, it would reinforce his madness and make it harder to get rid of.
Oh no! People are all angry about me. They're all going to attack me. Ah, someone actually attacked me.
Alright. Okay, so Edward is casting the spell Greater Restoration. Do you have 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, though?
Oh fuck! I left my diamond on the ship.
Okay. So, Edward can't cast the spell then, because he doesn't have the 100 gold pieces of diamond dust required to cast it. Does anyone actually have the materials to cast the spell? Or are we just going to kill Nibbles? Calm Beast, you can try it. I'll let you try it. It won't fix the problem permanently, but I'll let you at least try. Surtur, do you know Greater Restoration?
Yes.
Okay, don't you have a thing that lets you ignore material components?
Oh right. I'm done.
Yeah, you can just cast Greater Restoration.
That's why I didn't bother. That's why I stopped caring about the diamonds and left them in the chest in the room. Which I'm glad Chad didn't just try and pillage while I was dead.
So Edward starts to calm it while you use Greater Restoration on it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I forgot to change my character.
So the Dryad
does
cat. Okay. Clocksworth walks over as a little tiefling, and I just imagine, like, you go to, like, put your head on the creature, but then you realize, the gazer doesn't want to touch you, so you just, like, bonk it or something with your forehead because you're nearly the same height as the gazer. Like, no, back. And then just snap it back to sanity with your spell. So, yay! You have a way to stop the corruption. Stop the madness, at least. What are you going to do about the Celestial Spirit? Actually, you know what? Clocksworth, give me a concentration check, actually.
A concentration check on something that doesn't require concentration. That's
This is a non-damage concentration check.
non-damage, but yeah, I clicked intelligence. Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. When you said saving throw, assume that magic resistance works on it.
Yes. Okay. You actually fail and you lose this, but in this case, it only makes you lose the Celestial Spirit. It dissipates.
Ooh.
So you no longer have a Celestial Spirit. The rest of your summons are still here. The rest of your concentration spells are fine.
The 4 dryads.
Yeah, but the spirit's gone. It's seemingly destabilized because of the spire.
Huh.
Okay, all that happened. What would you like to do? You can go up, you can go down. What do you want to do? Okay, last turn, everyone wants to go up.
I guess before I forget again.
Also, hey, Guildfly, sorry I'm
can't...
talking.
Oh my god, I forgot Edward can't be slowed. What do you mean he can't be slowed?
Arcane Priest, Cosmic Defiance. Oh! Wait, hold on. If the Abyss blinded, you are always under the effects of the freedom of movement spell and heroism spell. So, you cannot be slowed down, but you are advanced saving throws and change against your will. Mission, you have advanced saving throws against the have to change against your will, saving throws. Okay, so your movement cannot be slowed down because of your freedom of movement. But that does not mean that you cannot, have your actions messed with and stuff. You're not immune to the slow spell. You're just immune to the movement reduction of the slow spell. Yeah.
The same thing happened to me, but the only reason we kind of said it cancels out is because I also had back then my core fight armor that had haste on it.
Yeah. He had permanent haste. That's why it canceled out for him.
And just said, instead of just trying to figure out the weirdness, we're just going to say they cancel each other out.
Yep. Okay, I am actually going to take a small break because we're about 2 hours in, and this is a good stopping point. I want to go to the bathroom, and I'll be back. Everyone take a small break.
Sure. Okay. That was loud.
Also, I realized evidently my screen has been borked for the entire stream, and I did not know that. So the Firefox screen looked a little weird. Apologies.
Oh. So how much longer till I can enter? Given how much we rushed in, we spoke a bit with Neow, so maybe that would be like a 10-15 minutes until the girl woke up and we rushed towards her, and then we rushed the dungeon. Maybe 5 minutes into the dungeon, then the room we were in, and the 2. In that event, I don't know how long it took, we waited at least 15 minutes. Yeah, about probably like 3 hours and a half if I were to guess. Well, I've seen smaller conversations between NPCs considered longer, maybe 3 hours. Yeah. I'll go to the back. Alright, back. I'm waiting for 4 hours right now, and then it has 3 hours to reach you guys. I'm not sure how you're doing, why it would take you 3 hours to reach us. Oh, crap. But if enemies move around rooms, I might have to, instead of like having 10 people.
Big Clocksworth, I'm getting off. There's actually, never mind. I think we might have enough.
What?
I was about to say I might be getting off because we don't have enough people because it's just me, you, and Finn and Rattle, but Rattle's not really fighting with us.
Yeah.
But Cathanglis, I think, is hopping in here in a sec
Yeah.
because he was in the audience. So I'll wait till Finn gets back. Hold on. What's that about? No, he's fine. I'm just popping off because there's not enough people. See you guys.
Okay.
There's only you, me, and Finn. There's not enough to keep going.
Yeah.
But you stay safe. Bye bye.
Okay. No, I want to press the help for the folder.
Whoa, where did everyone go?
Ragnar had to go. Katanglish's laptop died, and Chad was like, "Yeah, with that few players, I don't think it's worth it to continue in life."
No, I don't think so either. Okay. But I know Nada would end the stream before I left.
I mean, I didn't know that either. You think I would have known that? I know that Katanglish's laptop would die, or that Ragnar would have to leave.
Fair enough. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Like, what else am I supposed to just do but my outro?
Yeah, it's just weird. What's this? I heard the rope went on.
So I have a side session since this session ended.
Dang it! I yanked my headphones again and lost.
What sort of side session do you want, Rattle? If you talk about a side session of what you're doing with Zokurai, I figured you're just waiting. Right. Like, unless you want to be like talking to, which I'm fine. Yeah, the one with Zokurai and do other stuff while waiting. Okay, sure. Not right now, but we'll cover it at some point. It probably won't even be a full side session. It'll just be us talking about what you did. But, yeah. I know I probably want to hang out with Surtur for a bit after this, and then I'm probably going to go to bed myself. Anyway, thank you all for watching, if indeed you still are. I'll talk to you all next time. Bye!